All right, my friends, welcome to this little training about how to generate a tone of voice guide using AI based on your pre-written content. So obviously the requirements for this is content that sounds like you. You must have examples of that to effectively be able to instruct Claude in this manner, and also an AI model. So I use Claude. Claude is my preference just because I prefer the conversational nature of it. I like the way it works, the way it converses with me. So this is what I use. But the process that I'm going to take you through, you could absolutely do this in ChatGPT as well, or any other model, depending on when you are actually, doing this training. There might be new models by then. Who the hell knows? But the process will be the same. So to actually generate this, the first thing that you're going to want to do before you even come to AI is actually create a couple of Google documents, or just one Google document, whatever works for you, which has content reference. So in here, I have got a ton of my writing from the past. And this is all in my tone of voice, and my styling. These are blog posts, these are emails that I've sent, articles that I've written. So I have all of that in this Google Doc. In terms of formatting, I've literally just got each of the titles formatted as a heading and then the actual just copy below. I've not worried too much about how it looks, but I'm working on the assumption that Claude will be able to recognize the heading formatting in the document. And then I've also personally actually selected a load of previous Instagram content that I've written as well. So all of my carousel copy, my captions that I've written, that kind of thing. I've just gathered all of those examples in here. So whatever you have in terms of access to your own content. So if you have old Instagram captions, old emails, old articles, things that you have written that truly are in your tone of voice and the way that you like to write, you basically want to turn those, pop them all into a Google document, come to File, come to Download, and then simply download that as a document. Once you have those things, which I appreciate is a task in and of itself, but the more examples that you give, the better. What you're going to do is come over to your AI large language model of choice. So in this instance, I am using Claude. And we are going to ask it to help us create a tone of voice document. So I have got a prompt I've written earlier, which I will share with you as well. So you can use this. I'll walk you through it. So I'm asking, hey Claude, please can you help me create a tone of voice guide I can use with AI tools like you to create content which sounds like me. I've attached 2 documents. Obviously, this is what I'm about to do, but so for you, you might be like, I've attached 1 document or whatever it is. Based on these, can you please create a comprehensive tone of voice guide I can use on future projects? And then I've also asked it, please also include a section which considers the tone of voice that AI would return back when writing social media posts and details of what not to do based on the content I've provided. And the reason I've said this is I often think when it comes to tone of voice, it's great to say write like this, write like this. But sometimes we want rules that are not this, do not write this. So with this kind of second portion of the prompt, which probably could be written better, to be honest, I just kind of tapped this out when I was prepping this training. What I'm basically saying to it is based on your understanding of how AI would usually write, I want you to look for the differences in my own writing and actually highlight what not to do. That's probably a better way of articulating than what I've got written here. But I tested it yesterday and that does work. The next thing I'm then going to do is upload my content. So if I go to my desktop, these are the 2 documents that I downloaded. I'm going to attach them. Oh yeah, look, you can attach maximum of 5 documents. So yes, you will want to actually compile them. So you can't upload 12 docs. You will want to bring them together. But based on that, I'm just going to press enter and let Claude do its magic. And this is one thing that I quite like about Claude, by the way, is that, and it might be the same with ChatGPT, no shade here. Maybe it's the same as the other, but I do like how it actually reiterates what you've asked it to do. So you can almost read it and be like, oh yeah, cool. I can see that it's understood my request here. And then it has generated all of these details about how I like to write. So you can see, yeah, all of the juicy stuff. Like even I love here, like one of the things it's actually he pulled out is like avoid aggressive sales pitches, like don't create pushy or overly promotional content, avoid using manipulative marketing tactics. Love that for me. Love that it's determined that that's something that's important to me. But that would be then your tone of voice guide. So what you can do is actually copy that entry and you can save it somewhere at a future date, just like I did when I uploaded these initial documents. You can either, if you're just working kind of like one-on-one, like in a single instance, you will be able to upload that and say, please reference this document to understand the tone of voice that I want to use. In Claude, you can set up like projects with project knowledge, so you wouldn't have to re-upload it for every single chat. I believe in ChatGPT, you can create custom GPTs as well, where you could upload that. But that's like if you're getting into the nitty gritty with it, which obviously in other trainings that I've got, I do talk about. But specifically here, this is giving you the tone of voice guide that you can upload for future usage whenever you're getting AI to write like you. I should just also add, where I sign off with it, and that's how you do it, folks. You absolutely should double check this and make sure that it is representative of how you would like to speak as well. There's some of the things in here. Let me just, I don't know, mental health and well-being. Say I'm like, oh no, actually, I can see that's drawn that because I wrote one email about mental health. But actually, that's not something that I want to highlight as a key theme. When I copy and paste this and, save it as my document or whatever, I would actually just go through and like edit and delete things. So just wanted to put that out there. And as like a quick, I guess, a quick tip to just chuck onto the end of this, I tend to, in my notes app on my folder, I literally have like an AI Claude thing where I can save all of the specific like tone of voice guides and prompts just so I always have them at my fingertips. So if I'm like on the go and want to use AI, I'm not like, oh God, where did I save that? So yeah, I find it's like the easiest way. So I would literally come in here and be like, cool, I'm going to save tone of voice guide. Scroll down, copy it all, come back, paste it in, and then, yeah, then I would actually just scroll up to the top and, yeah, delete those things. So yeah, ta-da! That's how I would recommend going about using Claude to create a tone of voice guide, what to do when it's generated it, and where you might like to save it.